Shalom, shalom, Yasser Allah. Hebrew Israelites toss Oklahoma. What's getting out here? Pops on the downfall of Babylon the Great. First things first, head to the east, giving all praise and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushua, Ba'ashem, Rahakadash. Hey, fellow Hebrew tongues, correct as Heavenly Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Double honors to the prophets, the elders, the great millstone. Shalom, sisters and brothers, living this truth. And shalom to brothers and sisters listening and studying to yourself approved. Shalom. Hey, coming to today, we're going to be breaking down a very good chapter, man. And we're going to go to the Apocrypha. We're going to go to Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2. We're going to break down that whole chapter because it's talking about, basically give you a manifesto on Esau's mindset, on how Esau thinks and Esau's intention. You know, that's what the whole chapter is going into. So we're going to start off first things first. Hey, Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 1. For the ungodly said, reason with themselves, but not all right. Our life is short and tedious, and in the death of a man there is no remedy. Neither was there any man known to have returned from the grave.
He said the wicked, man. So first you gotta know who the wicked is, and the wicked is Esau, Edom. And he said his life is short and tedious, right? That's because he knows by reading the scriptures. It says he's wiser than they. So he searched out the scriptures at one point in time. So he knows his end, and his end ain't glorious, man. His end is bad, and he got no remedy, like it said. That's Obadiah 1 and 18. He said he would cut him off as and use him as stubble. You know what I'm saying?
And like I said, like I'm saying, Esau has no place of repentance, which means he can't get that tender mercy from Yahushua. Therefore, since he can't, he's like with that crabs in a barrel. Since I can't get redemption, I can't be saved, he's going to take down everybody else with him. And then the people who can get that redemption, get that tender mercy, be saved, he hates them.
He said this time is short and tedious. That's Revelation 12 and 12. You got it.
This is Revelation chapter 12 and verse 12. It said, therefore rejoice, ye heaven, and ye that dwell in them. Woe unto the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he has but a short time. All right, and then I brought down in the first scripture, he said he knows that he has but a short time. As you read in the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, where he said there is no, what did it say? Yeah, there is no remedy. Hold on.
Time is short.
Yeah, that part where he said our life is short and tedious. And that's what he's talking about right there. Because the devil is going to come down on them because they know their life is short and tedious. They know that they're about to come to an end. They know that they're about to be extinct. Okay? So that's why when you read Revelation 12 and 12, it's clearly talking about Esau Edom.
Yeah, same that verse right there.
And the same thing with Revelation Solomon chapter 2 and 1. Yep. So their end is spoken about throughout the whole scripture, throughout the whole Holy Bible. Just like I just brought out Obadiah 1 and 18. That's talking about Esau Edom's end.
Yeah. He's the son of perdition. You know, perdition mean, hey, that's like that bottomless pit. You're done. So really, you think about it, when they try to say, you know, everybody gonna go to hell, burn forever, and you're gonna be, you know, just tormented forever. Really, he talking about his damn self. And that's what he gonna get. His whole nation. Because they don't, like the scripture say, they have no remedy. There's no. The Most High hate them. That's Romans 9 and 13, Malachi 1 and 3. There's the virus. They're about to be eradicated.
So y'all want to keep moving? I got another question right here. This is Psalm chapter 49 and verse 11. And it said their inward thought is that their house shall continue forever, and their dwelling place to all generations. They are called the land of, they call the land, they say they call that land after their own name. All right, and verse 12, I think. Verse 12, he said, nevertheless, man being in honor abideth not, he is like the beast that perished. All right, so he is like the beast that perished, which goes back to Wisdom of Solomon, verse 2, because he said he's not going to be able to, no man is be known to be lifted up from the grave. That part right there, he's talking about himself, as in, because he's not talking about the prophet, Yahushua, and the children of Israel. We have that birthright. We can be born again. But Esau Edom, he don't have that. So that's why he said that no man have been known, no man of his tribe been known to be raised from the grave.
Okay, verse 2. Okay, this was Solomon, chapter 2, verse 2. We are born at all adventure, and we shall be hereafter as though we had never been. For the breath in our nostrils is as smoke, and a little spark in the movement of our heart. Verse 3, which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes, and our spirit shall vanish as the soft air.
That goes right along with Obadiah verse 1 and 18 as well. It said his ashes will read that again now. Verse 3.
Which being extinguished, our body shall be turned into ashes.
His body shall be turned into ashes, man. And I'm gonna go ahead and grab it. Obadiah real quick. It tells you that. It's just spot on.
Forget that. Remember that it said, "Sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." The dust, and ashes is synonymous. So basically saying, "Woe, destruction for Esau."
That dust, he's gonna be in confusion before the end, and then at the very end, he's gonna be stubble, man. This is Obadiah 1 and 18. It says, "And the house of Jacob shall be a fire, and the house of Joseph a flame, and the house of Esau shall be a stubble." That's that ashes right there. When you burn stuff up, hey, well, what's left, man? Nothing but ash and stubble. It says, "And they shall kindle them and devour them, and there shall not be any remaining of the house of Esau." So Esau already knows his end. That's why in the first one it said his time is short and tedious, man. So hey, he knows these things. That's why he's going so hard, full body right now, trying to get his NWO off the ground. You got it
out. I got another question right here because you quoted that Isaiah. This is Isaiah 40 chapter 1. It said, "Come down and sit in the dust, O virgin daughter of Babylon." And it said, "Sit on the ground, there is no throne, O daughter of the Chaldean." And it said, "For thou shalt no more be called tender and delicate. Take the millstone and grind meal, uncover thy lock, and make bare the leg, uncover thy thighs, and pass over the river." And it said, "Thy nakedness shall be uncovered, yeah, thy shame shall be seen. I will take vengeance, and I will not meet thee as a man."
Ooh, I love that verse.
And that part right there, when he said, Yahweh Bashim Yahshua said he would not meet thee as a man. So, in other words, Esau Edom is going to be put in the dust by the thermonuclear weapons, because they created it, and it's going to come back around to them. Yahweh Bashim Yahshua is going to come with the chariot, and he's going to send those lasers, and they're going to put him into dust.
Like that movie, War of the World.
War of the War.
Watch that with Tom Cruise, Josh Rollins.
What was that? Mars Attack.
They turned him into dust too.
Yep.
Good one on that one. Yeah, and look, that verse you brought, that basically breaks down to verse 4. I'm gonna go into verse 4. Check it out. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 4. "And our name shall be forgotten in time, and no man shall have our works in remembrance, and our life shall pass away as the trace of a cloud, and shall be dispersed as a mist that is driven away with the beams of the sun, and overcome with the heat thereof."
Now that's why Esau Edom going full body, man. That's why he coming with that YOLO spirit. And he's trying to get everybody in there. He only lived once because he know his time is short and tedious, man. He knows that nobody's gonna remember this damn devil in the kingdom, man. After that 1,000 years, that time when he's that 1,000 years while he's over there being a slave, hey man, we're gonna remember the time he put hell on us. But after that, hey, he ain't gonna be nowhere in remembrance because he's gonna be gone completely off the face of the earth.
All his work's gonna burn up, with the fervent heat. It's gonna be no more remembrance, man. I say you got to I only think you're gonna have, with that being said, ain't gonna be no museum. Ain't gonna be no traces. They gonna look at us like, man, what's an Edomite? Didn't they used to be some KO people that used to rule?
We walking around like we got our time before we come to Esau.
I got a couple of precepts here. Ecclesiasticus, Sirach, chapter 10. I start verse 1. "A wise judge will instruct his people, and the government of a prudent man is well ordered. As the judge of the people is himself, so are his officers." All right, we know how Esau is. And Esau is like the most profane, profane person is Esau. So therefore, you see, Esau pushing all this wickedness, and the people that are on Team Esau, are right there with them, pushing all this wicked, abominable acts. Say, "And what manner of a man the ruler of the city is, such are all that dwell therein, and we see it. You know, you got your brothers on the highways and byways, you know, speaking, bring out this righteousness, and you know, everybody just want to go after that wickedness. You know, and say, an unwise king destroy his people, but through the prudence of them which are in authority, the city shall be inhabited. So, hey, Esau, Edom, an unwise king, you know, I mean, he destroying his own people, you know, but I mean, destruction is already set, so he gonna try to take as many as Jake as he can, you know, before that return to Yahushua. Oh, the last one. The power of the earth is in the hand of the Lord, and in due time he will set over one that is profitable.
They're going to Yahushua and the prophets, the 144,000, and the numerous multitudes go to the hopeful elect. That's who we're going to set up the rule next, man. That's who's profitable. That's why he calls them a prophet, because they have value. Anytime you get a prophet, that's valuable right there. So, like I said, all the Akim on the highway ahead just pushing this word out, you know, continue the legacy of Yahushua, man. That's value right there. That's profit. Yahushua go, hey, he gonna put that in his barnyard. Like, yeah, I can use that. Esau, he gonna cut Esau off. They say Yahushua's like a good physician. He cut off the disease. You know, Esau like cancer. You know, you got cancer. What they do? They put you in that chamber to get radiated. And that's what Yahushua about to do to Esau, man. He about to eradicate him, man. Eat him up, burn him out. He gonna keep in what's precious, man, which is the hopeful elect. You know, start with the elders, the 144,000 and on down. So we're gonna keep on pushing it.
I got one over here.
Okay.
It's Malachi chapter 1, and I'm gonna start at verse 2. And it says, I have loved you, says the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua. Yet they say, where hast thou loved us? Was not Esau Jacob's brother, says the Lord, yet I love Jacob. All right, and it said, and I hated Esau and laid his mountains waste and his heritage waste for the dragon of the wilderness. All right, verse 4, and it says, whereas Edom said, we are impoverished, we will return and build a desolate place. Thus says the Lord of hosts, they shall build, but I will go down, and they shall call them the border of wickedness, and the people against whom the Lord had indignation forever.
Yeah, you kind of read. That's gonna break down the next verse. Basically.
I just read whatever pop up.
Yep. So I'm gonna go ahead and read it. You brought that out. This is Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 2, verse 5. For our time is a very shadow that passes away, and after our end there is no returning, for it is fast sealed, so that no man cometh again. So they go right along with what you brought out right there. He saw all this stuff. He trying to build up, but he go, hey, y'all try about to throw down. You know? And like you said, it's inheritance for the dragon. It's going to be wasteland desolate. Esau no ain't no coming back from this, man. Like I said earlier, Fedor, hey, Esau got to go all out. It's it to him. This is the last, you know, his last call for alcohol, his last little hooray. You know, after this, man, he's done with me. Y'all show up in that fathership. Hey, that's game over. You know, Esau ain't gonna be able to dictate. He ain't gonna be able to run nothing else after that, man. It's gonna be hard bondage, straight slavery after that. Get this, get that. Hey, look, he said to render unto them double. You're gonna put on Esau that rod of iron so hard that they're gonna go extinct. After 1,000 years, no more of the man of the house of Esau. You know, that's how bad it's gonna be on them, man. You know, we gonna meditate terror on them devils, man. You know, in righteousness. That's how we're gonna double up. So I'm going to keep on going on verse 6. Come on, therefore, let us enjoy the good things that are present, and let us speedily use the creatures like it's our youth.
It said, let us enjoy the good things that are present, man. Esau know that he done for, so all he can do is just live it up, man. Just live it up. Go out there, shit, pop you a boy, go over there, shit, drink, be married, stack up, go on vacation, do all your things, because hey, when the Lord comes back, hey, none of that's for you. You're going to be on the lowest ground, getting whipped on your back, and ultimately burnt the fuck up. Excuse my French.
I got a quick one right here just to back that up. But that's as I just said, because Esau was very boastful. He basically, he's preparing for what he's going to be able to do tomorrow. And that's why Yahweh Yahushua said that we should not follow the ways of the heathen. Right, so this is Proverbs chapter 27 and verse 1. And it says, boast not thyself of tomorrow, for thou knowest not what a day may bring forth. All right, so that as we get ready to go into, we actually telling you we don't know when the times are gonna come, when Yahweh Shemel gonna come, but the signs are there. Okay, so we telling you, don't boast not thyself in the mouth. Don't be like Esau either. Let him do that. Let him watch his own lot, because that is his lot. He's going to go and sin. So that's why he's able to boast what he's going to do tomorrow. But Yahweh Shai allow us, he said we need to be separate from him. That way we won't get that same lot as Esau.
Yeah, I'm gonna say this, Ak, on that. I feel like Esau don't look for tomorrow. That's why Esau's in that YOLO spirit. Esau, he does stuff like thinking of the present now. He don't think of consequences. For example, look at his economy.
Right.
You know, Esau look for the quick buck right now, but he don't look down the line. You know, Esau don't look down the line for his younger children. You know, he don't think about tomorrow. Esau think about right now. What plus can I get right now? You know, that's why the economy messed up. You know, Esau doesn't. That's why he's an unwise king. He doesn't think about generations passed on down. If he did, you know, if he had that type of wisdom, he'd initiate the laws in this book. Esau only cares about the right now. He only cares about pleasure right now.
Now, cry later.
Yeah, that's the spirit he in. Esau don't look for tomorrow. Because if he did, he'd make a better tomorrow. Esau only think about right now and what gratification, pleasure he can get. So he don't really boast about tomorrow. Really, that'd be like Jake doing that. You know? Yeah, Jake could do that. Jake like, man, I'll do that tomorrow. I'll give it to the Lord tomorrow. He Terry. Esau like, man, fuck that. Hey, what's that? That Mountain Dew spirit or Nike? Just do it.
Yeah, just do it.
Yeah. He like, just do it. You know, who cares? You know, I don't care if I'm you get the, you know, the what they call that. I don't want to say the word. They might say better information, but you don't worry about getting the diseases for being in a man's anus. You can say, long as it feel good.
That alphabet agenda, that's the reason why he promoting that alphabet agenda right there. Because that ain't no future, that ain't no tomorrow either. It's just about practicing that lifestyle.
Just like we were saying, you know, you were seeing the topic come out on the stuff that everybody's been getting. And then they're saying that, you know, it's affecting their immune system, giving them that, you know, that AIDS, you know what I mean? So, hey, he devil, he playing every angle you can believe, you know what I mean? He playing every angle, man.
And that's why Yahweh said, I will destroy them, which destroy the earth. Because that's what they're doing. They're destroying the earth. Not only they destroying the people, they destroying the plant. So everywhere, every now and then I walk in the neighborhood, I see a squirrel in the grass like he got ran over. I'm like, the dang squirrel wasn't even in the street. How these squirrels die? You know, how these birds die? The birds is barely dying, so they destroying the whole earth.
Right.
Them squirrels and so on.
So we got, what's that, in Ecclesiastes chapter 10, the unwise king, you know, these people falling after Esau, man. You know, low-level Edomites, and then, you know, your 2/3 Jake, and then the heathens. You know, they all look up to Daddy Esau. You know, whatever Esau says is a go, they don't question it. You know?
I'm going to elaborate on the last part of it. It said, let us speedily use the creature like as our youth. That's why you had that MAGA spirit. Esau want to do stuff like his great-great-granddaddy did. They youth. They started out with that Alexander the Free spirit. They started out killing and conquering. Esau devised to get back into that spirit, man. You know, that's why they spread around like a Green Bay tree, looking to take people's resources. They want to do like their ancestors. But you just had a movie called The Northman, talking about Vikings and stuff. They want to go back in that spirit. Raccoon drones, clubbing people with axes. He's about to get back in that spirit. Let these riots, let the food come up short, let the gas go up. He's going to go right back to that caveman spirit. And that's his youth. That's how he started.
And that creature going into creation of the Heavenly Father. And Esau used the hell out of the creation of the Heavenly Father. That's why these animals is going to stink. That's why the seeds is all fucked up, because they took all the bottom feeders that cleans it and use it as a delicacy. Right. Even goes with Jake, how he took us from the western interiors of Africa and used the hell out of us and built up his kingdom. So he used all of the Lord's creation and as his youth.
Abused it. Right? Like you say, those that use this world is not abusing it. You know, like, hey, that's what we're starting to do. You know, what we're going to use the world not as abusing it as Esau, and he's dealing in the way he pushed his agenda to the earth is abuse the earth. You know, take all the resources, still kill, You know,
Train
raw.
this motherfucker.
And look, this verse 7 going to back up everything we just said. This verse 7. Let us fill ourselves with costly wine and ointments, and let no flowers of spring pass by us.
That goes back into Isaac. When he gave Esau the blessing, man, he said, we're going to fill his, let's see, let's read that again now. Let us
fill ourselves with costly wine
and ointments. So, hey, he pretty much, Isaac blessed him with the fatness of the earth, man. He blessed him with the riches, the best places to live, the best, like, everything. So, just for that short period of time, and then, you know, Yasharala gonna get it. But, hey, Esau did his thing, though. He used it, man. He used that to his fullest advantage, man. Got it out.
By using his blessing, which is the sword. He did about what?
That's how we know who. I mean, that's one of the main characteristics of Esau is he's gonna live by that sword.
Yeah.
And I mean, you look at history, and he tell you who's been living by the sword. You know, the so-called white man. You know, starting with America, the hammer of the earth. You know,
And just like verse 8, but if you came back to read, man, that goes into the blessing Isaac gave him, man.
Yeah, I'm about to elaborate more on 7. It said, let us fill ourselves with costly wine. There goes his philosophy, that he put out there. And he makes it expensive. That's why these other countries' economies all messed up, man. They all mingle themselves with Esau's costly wine. And he said, let no flower of spring pass by us. So every time something new want to spring up, any little, civilization, another culture, if they stuff together, like Moab trying to get his stuff together, he said, No, nobody can pass us up. Nobody rules the battle master, man. That's that Job 9:24 spirit.
Black Wall Street.
Black Wall, man, perfect example. Black Wall Street will be standing there right now, man. We about to pass up Esau, and he blew it up because he don't want nobody, having better wine than what he got. He feel like his sauce, his juice is the best, and can't nobody outshine it. His stuff really the worst. So really, hey, he keeps the whole world on low vibration. That's that verse going into. Esau keep everything on a low level.
And that's the spirit right there, because Esau is the basis of man.
Base man, I'm about to say that. Base man.
when you think about it, really though, I mean, because now that we had this knowledge understanding, I mean, all these curses really turn into like a blessing for us, because we ain't getting trapped, in the world. We ain't, caught up in bullshit that's gonna lead to death, that carnal mind, Romans 8 verse 6, so I mean, hey man, the water, how about you outside?
I'm gonna go to read verse 8. Let us crown ourselves with rosebuds before they be withered.
That means he knows the end date. He knows the end date. That's why he's over there running rampant around us right now, trying to hoarding resources and doing all these things because he knows he about to wither, man. He about to wither and fade away, like that preacher of Yahweh, that parable Yahweh Shah said about the wither in the fig tree, man.
And I like how Yahweh Shah used rosebuds on that. If anybody had a rose, roses die quickly. So that Esau's rule would be short. Because when you really think about his rulership compared to other brown nations, he ain't really ruled that long compared to everybody else.
Only for a season.
Yeah, a couple thousand years, man. And like during his rulership got upset. We was ruling during the Dark Ages. In the Renaissance, he came back. They wound healed.
And another thing about a rosebud, if you put too much water, you give it too much water, that'll actually kill it. Esau Edom can't handle this 2 different water right there. So that kills it. Like water in his mouth.
Got back up Job chapter 20 verse 5. The Salak, I start verse 4. Knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth, that the triumph of the wicked is short, and the joy of the hypocrite but for a moment.
Like a rosebud, man, was gonna last for a quick second, man. So he's trying to get all the mirth, all the partying, all this wickedness out, and like we at the end. So now he got to do it like on a big level, like shit. You got an alcoholic, and they say last call for alcohol in the club. He get to run to the party. He's trying to get toe up.
Rosebuds actually good in the springtime too, and all the alcohol, that's when all that stuff starts to come out.
Finishing that off, last 2 here. Job chapter 20 verse 6. Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach into the clouds, yet he shall perish forever like his own dung. They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Yeah,
that coming destruction to Esau Edom. You know, he perished like his own gun. And these devils are in their ecstasy right now. Mounting up to the heaven. They're sitting on high in this earth. And they pretty much, run everything that goes on in the earth. Up to the point they got a damn a space force called the Dragon. That goes hand in hand with the prophecy to come. You know what, Daniel chapter 12, verse 1, Michael the archangel, the angels of the church coming to fight against, the dragon and his angels. Well, that's referring to Esau Edom and his military forces.
But check this out. This is going to fit what we talked about earlier. Verse 9. Check out verse 9. Let none of us go without his part of our voluptuousness. Let us leave tokens of our joyfulness in every place. But this is our portion, and our lot is dead. Somebody got to get Job 9:24 for that one.
And what's the other one?
Job 9:24. The earth is given into the hands of the wicked. He comes with the faces of the judgment thereof. Is not where and who is.
And that goes, he said, leave a token of joyfulness in every place. That shows he won't keep his foot at home. We probably get that precept. And then, like you said earlier, you talking about Genesis, he get the fatness of the lamb. That the voluptuous mean thickness. A voluptuous woman, hey, she got big everything, and it's shaped up nice. So that shows that Esau is gonna get the best of everything, and that was his mindset. We gonna get the best of everything. Everybody else gonna get whatever, but the best is for us. That's why I said none of us go without his part of voluptuousness.
And also goes back into that precept that the brother brought out, Psalms 49 and 11, where he said his house will continue forever. Because he think that shit. All that voluptuousness, all that goodness and stuff that the Lord is giving him right now, he trying to make that last forever. But he know it ain't gonna happen.
And then he said, let us leave tokens about joyfulness in every place. That's that spreading that alphabet agenda everywhere. That's a token of Esau.
Esau got his hand in every different country as well. He got an embassy in almost every country of the world.
Another thing, another token, what you can see here later, when Esau been taking down these little statues. You know what I mean?
That's him trying to cover up his tracks.
Yeah. That's another one of tokens.
Critical race theory. He's trying to get rid of his tokens now because he's been, like Ox said, he's been found out. His secret place has been found out. We going back, it's shameful spewing on his glory. And now he's taking it down. He's like, oh man, that ain't good.
Like he left the tokens and say, hey, look, look at us, why people did and all this. But now he's taking it down, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because it's shameful now. Now he's like, and plus, because of that, is how we found our heritage back. So now he's like, man, hold up. He's trying to erase race theory. That didn't happen. Slavery didn't happen. Y'all was indigenous immigrants.
Esau tried to sleep with me, but I do all this shit, then I leave some clues. These motherfuckers still don't figure it out. But hey, get the spirit back out to the side. We don't even need the clues. You know what I mean? We're going to figure it out.
It's too late. I feel like he's trying to do this. It's too late in the game. You're going to have to do that. You're going to do that now that the spirit of Hebrew Israelite is full bloom. You should have did that like 50 years ago. That's your Esau's a fool.
He should have been doing that shit. He started that Renaissance era.
He should have never did that. Really, showed him coming up. He just kind of told on himself, leaving that token like a Blues Clue.
Every 100 years, he did something wicked. He didn't destroy people. Every 100 years up until now.
Hey, the prophets are like, hey, hold up. Hey, you got the whip. Hold up, Roosevelt on the horse and Howard. You got the Northern Trout, Southern Trout walking behind him on the ground.
See red paws everywhere.
Yeah, like, hold up, man. You know what I'm saying? But this is our portion, and our lot is this. That's that Job 9:24. That's that blessing that Isaac gave him, man. The fatness of the earth, man. So that shows scriptures go together, man. Line upon line, precept by precept. You got that wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. When you got that Ruach Kadash on you, it's easy to see it, man. It make it plain. It's plain to the righteous, man. Like that's how I see Esau clearly. And Esau hate when you see him like that. They get nervous. They don't want to talk to you. Like, this dude just give me a weird vibe. Like man, them Edomites looking at me crazy at the job. Like this dude here, he's something else. He from another fashion. They want you to be in that blind spirit, I look at them through what's that, rose-colored glasses, they baby Jesus. I know most 2/3 Jakes look at them like that. They worship Esau, but they be all up Esau ass, man. It's like my French, but that's how Jake is. And Esau feel comfortable like that. When You look at him, is he the base man? He the devil? Man, they get to sweating and shit. They act weird. They turn red. They turn their real colors. You know?
I got a quick right here to back you up.
No, you go ahead. Go ahead.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2, and verse 5. And it says, yeah, also, because he transgressing by wine, he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, whom enlarge his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied. But gather unto him all nations, and heap unto him all people.
Ooh, that's that keeping tokens of Jordans in every place. See, go right with it.
I want to back that up real quick. Isaiah 26, verse 4. Trust ye in the Lord Yahweh forever. For in the Lord Yahweh is everlasting strength. For he bringeth down them that dwell on high. The lofty city, he layeth it low. He layeth it low even to the ground. He bringeth this even to the dust. And that was that witness said in a very a biblical portion. You know how I've been saying that biblical proportion. Hey, we got to witness people being laid flat, all right, all across the board. The wicked 2/3 heathens, you know, all the way up to the wicked reserved for that day of destruction. You know, where the good part, the most part of wicked gonna be destroyed. You know, return your house shine. You know,
Come down and sit in the dust, those daughters of Babylon.
And check this out. It's about the back of everything we just saying earlier, man. Verse 10. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Check out verse 10. See this? Hey, that's that token. This is a straight clues on who, you know, y'all talk about right here. Let's go verse 10. Let us oppress the poor righteous man. Let us not spare the widow, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age.
That's Esau Edom to a T, man. He's oppressed us since he grabbed us. He oppressed us since the Renaissance, man. And he's still doing that to this day right now, man. I got a precept. This is Proverbs 22:16. It said, he that oppresseth the poor increases their riches. And that's what he's done right now. That's why he's on high right now at this moment. He's on the top of the mountain right now, but he got a slippery fall to go down here in a second. And read it on, it says that he that giveth to the rich shall surely come to want. And Esau Edom is about to surely come to want, man. Esau take from us and keep giving it to the rich, which are the bankers, man. And who pretty much are the issues. So hey, he gonna come to want her in a second. And when he come to want, it's gonna be bad for him because he ain't never had to deal with that.
That's the rich get richer, poor get poor, man. Because Esau, his whole system is to rob the poor and oppress the poor righteous man. Go ahead, huh?
I got a quick right here. What do you think? Because he's gonna come to war. This is one of the things that they use to oppress the poor. So this is Isaiah 10:1. And it says, woe unto them that decree unrighteous decrees, and their right grievousness which they have prescribed, to turn aside the needy from judgment, and to take away the right from the poor of my people, that widows may be their prey, and that they may rob the fatherless.
They go reverse 11.
Yeah. And then man, somebody could go in Deuteronomy, because it said, nor reverence the ancient gray hairs of the age, nor spare the widow. That shows that Esau will not be good to the young or good to the old, which is one of the curses. I want to say it's in one of them Deuteronomy chapter 28. You know? Yeah, because Esau don't give a damn. He don't give a damn about the elderly. He don't give a damn about the young, which is why we got abortions going on, which he's trying to peel back now because they're reversing on him. You know?
Like say, unwise king, he don't even care about his own people. You see Russia, Ukraine, that Edomite versus Edomite, you know what I mean?
All right, and that's how he got rich, by oppressing the poor righteous man. Who's that righteous man? Yasser Allah. And look, we got to look no further than where we standing at now, Black Wall Street. You know, our asses pulled that stuff up by the bootstraps, got rich, had a Wall Street booming better than Esau. That's why, hey, can't nobody tell me that Yasser ain't smarter than Esau. Can't nobody tell me Esau's smart. No, he not. He dumb as hell. You know what I'm saying? Everything he got was off the backs of Yasser Allah. Everything he got. I know that's why he stick close to Yasser Allah. Every time Yasser Allah goes somewhere, here comes this devil. He can't live without Yasser Allah. He's the vampire. He got to suck the blood, suck the resources of Yasser Allah to get anything he got. Without Yasser Allah, that devil would die, man. You know?
They are leashes, mosquitoes,
parasites.
Yeah, everything.
Yeah, he might sound like a mic. You know how I might tell like that.
Like a dust mite,
Yeah,
termite.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? He got to suck the, the substance of Yasharala, man, because he can't do anything on his own. You know, and that's how they got their riches, man. They stole it. They kill, steal, and destroy everywhere they go. They don't build nothing about diplomacy. They don't come with nothing inventive or beneficial.
They don't come nothing that is you know, according to the Bible, everything that they come with is contrary to the ways of the Heavenly Father. You know?
Yeah, that's what he come up with. He's all good at that. He said, we ain't no haters. Look, he saw his credit when credit's due. Now, he good at creating that. He's great at that.
And these devils are good at pushing that gross darkness upon the people.
Lies.
Yeah.
He's good at that. Ain't nobody a better lie than Esau. Ain't nobody more wicked than Esau.
I think I got that curse. Was thinking about it. Deuteronomy 28. In Deuteronomy 28, I'm gonna start at verse 9. It said, "The Lord Yahweh shall bring a nation against thee from far, from the end of the earth, as swift as the eagle flies. A nation whose tongue shall not understand. A nation of fierce countenance, which shall not regard the person of the old, nor to favor to the young."
Yup, that fit right there with that verse perfectly, man. They don't give a damn about the young or old. Esau don't care about no life, man. It's all about them saying fierce countenance, man.
That was going to when tried to really getting on that ship. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
If I'm mistaken.
Yeah, it is. You know, they brought about ships.
These devils out here, when they say like millions of Israelites, you know, didn't even make it. They killed them, you know, in the process of coming over here, you know, throwing them overboard because they had insurance. These fucking devils had insurance on you know, the Israelites and every so-called slave that perished. These devils got paid for it.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
And they didn't back you up even further about that story. That actually they would there's a certain amount of weight that the ship had to bring over. If they was overweight, that's why they throwing them overboard, because they knew that they was over the weight limit, so they threw the slaves overboard because of that.
And that was Benjamin, Levi, and Judah. The southern tribe came over here in ships. You know, that transatlantic slave trade, that's another thing too. That's how we got scattered. That scattered Israelites all over, you know. And it wasn't just Esau involved in that. It was the Arabs, Ishmael was involved in that as well. You know?
Revelation 11, we're talking
Yeah.
they sitting
He rounded us up. Ham rounded us up and then sold us to Ishmael and Esau. And Esau made it profitable. And that's who made that's who financed the whole slave trade.
And that actually goes back into Job 9:24, because we covered the face of the judge. They also covered up the fact that Ham was involved in our captivity by saying Africans sold other Africans. But really, Hamites sold Israelites into slavery.
That's what they took our heritage away. Yeah, they trying to make Israel no more. They trying to say all y'all black, all y'all African.
Yeah. Try to make Israel thinking they Hamites. Then you got the East. The East over here. The Hamites.
I'm gonna keep it moving. This is verse 11. Let our strength be the law of justice, but that which is feeble is found to be nothing worth.
I got a quick one for that. This is Job 16:9. But like that verse right there actually goes into what the brother read in Isaiah 10:1. Man, he said that the script be their law, and their laws is all grievous and wickedness. But this is Job 16:9. It says, He teareth me with his wrath. He hated me. He gnashed upon me with his teeth. My enemies sharpened their eyes upon me, man. And that's Esau Edom right there, man. Job seen that. You seen how Esau was doing, man. Hey, that was prophetic too. So Job seen that his enemies gnashed upon him with his teeth. And his teeth goes into his laws, man, which is unrighteous decrees and laws that he prescribed. Therefore, he get his strength from, man. He make conjure up some shit, put it on the books, put it in the law, and use that shit against Jake, man. And that's how he always been getting down.
And then that teeth also goes to military power. You know, they said that back in the day, like I got 10 men armed to the teeth. You know, so when he put the unrighteous decrees out, he gets carried out by his strong ones. His military force, his police force, you know.
That's too cold right there.
Yeah.
So his teeth is found in his mouth that goes with his laws.
Yep.
Then his teeth is the strongest part of his body that goes into his sword. So hey man, Esau Edom is after you in multiple ways, man, not just one.
That's how he eats you up. There's another preacher that say he eats my people up as grapes. Do some paraphrasing.
That's why I like when he say gnashing upon us with his teeth, man.
We saw that angle for everything.
And you really think about his police force, that's like a Roman centurion, Roman soldier. It's the same thing, you know, it's just modernized. You know, they killed our people with the Roman Crusades. If you don't get down with sweet baby Jesus or bow down to the cross, off with your head. I better not hear no Yahweh shall nothing. You know, I better hear just Jesus Christ. That's it. You know, Roman Catholic Crusade, that's what they did, man. And the police force ain't nothing but the modern day slave patrol, modern day Roman centurions. We going to do the same thing, you know, our forefathers went through, especially the police come down on us like, man, what's this here out here you talking about? You know, it's Hebrew Israelite. You know, they're trying to shut us down with that twice.
Yeah, that's why.
One Edomite, he tried to come in the steed of a Roman soldier, tried to be that T, talking about, I'm TPD's fighting.
Yeah.
You know, remember that?
Yeah.
So he tried to be that T, but he didn't have no T. He was dumb.
That's why they
Get the hell out of here, man.
That's why it's so easy for them to set Jake up, because they got to set up in a project. You know, the projects and stuff like that, because they surrounded them. You know,
They study you.
Yeah.
That's why I call it a project.
Yeah.
Like, let's put it, and look, they go to that verse earlier, the poor righteous man.
Yeah.
They'll oppress you in them projects, man. Put you in bad conditions. They put drugs in the project.
Right.
You know, and they study to see what effects can it have. Okay, do it big time. We're gonna put it in Cali,
Right.
into the the urban community.
Yeah.
It worked good, and St. Thomas Square.
And it's almost as if they got a stadium surrounded, because you notice, like, Jake Project is always in the middle, and you got Esau communities in the surrounding area. It's almost like a stadium.
Well, and then here goes some more. Check this verse out, Yahshua. This is verse 12. Therefore, let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doing. He upbraided us with our offending the law, and he objected to our infamy, the transgressions of our education. Woo! Hey, we got to break that down big time, man.
Man, Esau always laying snares for Jake, man. He lays snares and traps for Jake because he knows our end, man. So he's trying to avert that to where he stays in rulership. But hey, them traps ain't gonna work on us because we see them. Shit, we gonna get out.
Therefore, let us lie and wait for the righteous, because he is not for our turn, and he is clean contrary to our doing. He upbraided us with our offending the law.
We afraid this field, man. That's why we on the highway ahead just right now, man. Telling the wickedness of Esau Edom and his wicked kingdom, that he's pushing all his wickedness across the world, especially on Jake, man. We afraid that man. We hate that damn devil. But he said he laid snares on him. I got something for that though. This is Psalms 38 and 12. And it reads, let's see. They also that seek after my life lay snares for me. And who seek after our life, man? That's Esau Edom, man. He want to put us down, man. Put us down. He say seek after he lay snares for me. And they that seeketh my heart speaketh mischief things, and imagine deceit all the days long, man. And that's what Esau Edom do, man. He imagines deceit, and he lays traps for us and trying to get us to fall for him. Hey, man, he knows that we're following after the righteous, so he's trying to lay little booby traps to get us to follow after him, give us little incentives to get us to move to his way. You got it, huh?
Yeah, because he's a cunning hunter. You got to think about it, man. Esau, he the one that make the duck call. He the one that make dummy ducks, dummy deers. He the one that put himself a camouflage, be waiting in the trees. The sniper deer, he set some food out. He do Jake the same way. That's got to think about drug dealing. What they call it? Trapping. Hey, dog, I'm in the trap. That's a snare set up by Esau. He gave you the drugs.
I got another one back there, though. This is Psalms 141, and we'll start at 9, man. Because it says, keep me from the snares that they have laid for me, and they gain of the works of the iniquity, man. It said, keep me far from the snares, man. Because, hey, King David seen it, man. He seen how Esau got down, man. He seen how wicked this dude was. Actually, King David had them in captivity, so he know all about it, man.
Not like I said, for his doings are contrary to ours, and it said offending the law. Esau offends the law. Esau break every law in the book, man. Like I said earlier, abominable food, the delicacies. You can be with another man. A woman can be with a woman. That's against the law. Like Esau breaks every single law in the book. If you study our word and look at the laws and commandments, Esau does totally opposite everything in the book. We're totally contrary. That's why I can't really talk to an Edomite, man. Because Edomite, like we don't fit. Like what interested in. We were contrary. We're totally different. That's why he told Rebecca that there's two manners of people in thy womb. We are totally different.
I got a precept to back that precept. I mean that verse up. It's Psalms 119, and I'm gonna start at 119.
So you look at, I'm gonna go ahead and elaborate more on that. It said he objected to our infamy to transgressions by education. These are education is foolishness, man. I don't give a damn. You have a doctorate degree, PhD. Ain't nothing gonna do you nothing when Jacob Trouble get going.
All right, 119 and 21. It says, "Thou hast rebuked the proud that are cursed," man. So that's what we're doing right now. It said we hate this devil, and we over rebuking the hell out of this devil while we in this captivity, man. It said we rebuke the proud and that are cursed, which do error from thy commandments, man. And that's why we abhor this damn devil, man, because he break all the laws and statutes of the Most High, who gave us to govern the earth in righteousness, man.
And like I said, because it's not about turn, we're not the same, man. Therefore, that's why Esau hate us. Jake learned from righteousness. You know, even in a wicked 2/3, you can see some type of compassion and love in them. The most gangsterous nigga you can find, there's gonna be some ounce, some trace of righteousness in him, man. And they don't fit Esau. They prove Esau to be wrong. You know, this book proved Esau to be wrong. And then when he see us, like I just said, we standing, you know, on our feet, you know, keeping our best of our abilities, and that proved Esau he a fool. He don't like that. They proved that he wrong.
It's like everybody that walk by here, they came by their name.
Yeah, they don't like that. They don't want to hear this. This is righteousness going out. This is the words King of Kings, Lord of Lords going out. Man, it's like annoying to them. But they spread wickedness, man. So, hey, that verse is spot on.
I got a quick one right here. This is Psalm chapter 37, and I'm going to start at verse 30. It says, "The mouth of the righteous speaks wisdom, and his tongue taketh of judgment." And that just goes to what the occupant from mission, right? And it says, "The law of his power is in his heart, none of his steps shall slide." So if you rely on Yahweh shall shine, your steps will not slide. All right, verse 32 is the point. "The wicked watches the righteous and seeks to slay him." All right, when you go back to what the occupant bringing out, lying wait for the righteous. Yeah. Lying waiting for the righteous. And,
Y'all good.
Oh, okay. My bad.
They lying waiting for the righteous and basically just seeking to, you know, find, look, just like the law, they set up laws just to keep us trapped. They put drugs in our community just to keep us further trapped. Okay, they got all of these things that keep us constantly down.
Trap music.
Yep.
The music is trap.
Yep.
That music keep you as a dumbed down nigga you doing that. You just all woo, woo, woo. And just dumb.
Every product that he put out
You
on
an
the
easy
market.
target. You sound like that trap music. That's like him laying out some food. You all, you know, pants sagging. You can't run. You trying to chase you down. Your pants sagging. You all hollering loud. Woo, 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 woo. On the set. You know, you saw this pig. He sniped your butt, man. You know, you ain't got no knowledge of nothing. You go right to the devil. You know, hey, like a mousetrap, man. Esau lay that bread out there like record contract. That's cheese. That's like laying cheese on a mousetrap. Like I got the record deal. 10 million sound the dotted line.
I don't know if y'all seen that. Dave Chappelle was talking about give an example of the ape or something. He stick his hand in the hole and grab the salt and wouldn't let go. And he catch him. And then they give him the salt. And then he said, then they release him, and then they fall into the water, and then they get the water. But he said that was the predicament he was in, but he let go of that salt. You know, I guess one of the last tours or whatever he had,
He canceled it. He turned down that 50 million. He seen that trap. He seen it. He seen the trap. Because you got to think about it. Look how they did Bill Cosby. And he said it himself when he was on Oprah. They putting all the Israelites in dresses. You know? Taking away your masculinity. He seen the trap. Therefore, he didn't go in it. Because Esau, I know it's the same old trap, man. It ain't nothing new.
Willie Lynch letter. If you really think about it, the Willie Lynch letter, what he talk about, man, like how they actually, matter of fact, it said that in the Willie Lynch letter, it says that they constantly, we separate them and we constantly watching and studying. And that's what Willie Lynch letter he speaks about there too.
Yeah, and then like when you got Wisdom Mountain saying, you see that trap, you're not gonna go in it. Right. Kind of like a sticky trap with a fly. I remember you talked about that earlier. I can see like one fly, see another fly stuck on it. Like, nah, Fred's stuck. I'm gonna go around that one. I ain't gonna get stuck. I'll see what happened to you. You know. That's why Spiderweb got to make a new web and there's too much stuff in this web. And then this whole it's caught up, man. They got to roll with that deceit. They don't want you to see the trap. That's what these young niggas like. Why you still want to be a rapper, man? Y'all ain't learned from Tupac, Biggie, you know. All these look, the news dude, Young Gunner and all that. Like, come on, man.
They just got trapped up, didn't they?
Yeah, Rico Law. Like, come on, man.
That's all part of Esau, you know, pushing that satanic, demonic energy, you know, because you think about the old times, you know, not everyone knew what was going on behind the closed doors, but now it's out there. People that, you know, hey, they do this, that, you know, all sorts of wickedness, and then you still got people that, you know, they tune in, you know, it
ain't no excuse. It really ain't no excuse.
Illuminati is common knowledge now. Back then, you could call it conspiracy theory. Another case about the Illuminati, and everybody like, oh, y'all know about that.
Yeah.
And then they could be like, yeah, I'm about to sign up. I'm trying to sign up.
Yeah, like
you damn fool.
It's like Cat Williams was talking about who shot Tupac in a shooting. He said, nobody shot them. Nobody this. No. He said, well, nobody don't have a problem with making your family disappear or something. You know what I mean? He more or less let them know, like, hey, it's nobody. You get to kind of, you know, get to digging, and you're gonna get that same nobody gonna come to your house. You know, more or less what you're trying to say.
Hey, I actually like that analogy what you said. That's why a spider have to make a new web. It's just like Esau Edom. Hey, you see people ain't going for that Crown 19 agenda. They gonna come up with a new one. They gonna come up with a new web, which is a new trap. You know?
A new variant.
Yeah, a new variant. Yep.
They're like, it's the same old shit. They're like looking at the click like, damn, man, you gonna fall in that trap again?
Right.
How many times you look at your legs stuck in the same bird trap? He saw like shit, they dumb. I ain't gonna cover it up with no leaves. I'm just let it be there. He dumb as hell. Look at her. He talking about whoop whoop. You know, he talking about he got Versace.
Hey, they put a mouth trap. We ain't even got no.
Put a Jordan shoe right on. Put a Jordan shoe right on. He gonna get caught. You know. So I'm gonna keep it moving. And then you kind of broke this down earlier in the precept you brought out earlier. This verse 13. He professes to have knowledge of Yahweh, and he have called himself the child of the Lord. So you think about that's that ish people. They call themselves the people that. They call themselves that they holy and they got it. They sweet baby Jesus doctor. You gotta go to Esau Church and learn about sweet baby Jesus. And you got all people in our land talking about, oh, we the people. We got all this wickedness going on. Like they don't fit none of the curses in the book. Ain't nothing been solved. We still in place. Wickedness all get out. So how the hell can you be the people? Then you look at like what's that, the Talmud and what they do, like even they stores. I'm trying to go buy me something for the Passover, and they put leaving the agents and everything. I'm like, man, y'all not the people of Yahweh, man.
Right.
You know?
Yeah,
y'all don't do nothing right, man.
Verse 13, they're going into like how Esau knows that he's wicked, and we profess ourselves to be the sons of the Most High, and we are the sons of the Most High. That's why later on in that verse he says, so let's prove his thoughts, let's prove it and see if the Lord is his father. And I got a precept to go into that because we are the sons of the Most High. This is Romans 8, and I think I'm gonna start at Romans 8 and 4. Let's see. Romans 8:14. It says, "For as many as are led by the Spirit of Yahweh, they are the sons of the Most High." And Esau Edom, he don't have the spirit of the Most High. He had the spirit of the devil, Satan, man. So he ain't the son of the Most High. We are. That's why he looked down upon us, man. He trying to push all the wickedness so we can fall for that trap, as the brother just said, man.
And somebody got to get what I did at Revelation 2:9, where they said the synagogue of Satan. Yeah. Like Esau, to tell the lie, you got to know the truth. So Esau know we the people. That's why he took our heritage from us.
I got that too. That next verse. Okay. I got another one to go into that though, because but we are the sons of the Most High. So I'm gonna get Psalms 41, 47 and 19. He shows his word unto Jacob, man. He shows his word unto Jacob, not Esau Edom, man. Show his word unto Jacob, his statutes and his judgment unto Israel, man. He don't show it to nobody else. That's why Esau Edom mad, because he know the Lord is dealing with us personally on a personal level, man, and he's not dealing with them.
That's why we can break the scriptures down so good, easily. You know, we are the people of the book. It was made for us, by us. not for Esau.
Yeah, they for us, by us, and for us.
Gotta reset and back that up with like the brother's going into. Hey, time will come where Esau he gonna come at the men of the Lord. You know, it's Isaiah 59 verse 19. It's like that's the 18. According to their deeds, accordingly he will repay fury to his adversaries, recompense to his enemies, to the islands. He will repay recompense. So shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So, hey, when the time comes, hey, the Lord gonna lift up a standard, you know, for the elect. And hey, Esau ain't gonna be able to mess with him, you know.
When y'all get that revelation, I want to say, I think it's 2 and 9.
I know that word.
Gotcha.
I got that verse 16.
Okay, wait. You got a verse 16. We'll let that come out later. All right, now I just want to see, make sure we had that again. So we gotta keep it moving then. Y'all gonna go up 13?
We're going to bring out 2 and 9 again. You want to go ahead and bring out Revelation 2 and 9?
No, you said you got it.
Okay, but I got okay, real quick, I got a quick one just to back it up. Because Howard Shai even said these things gonna come, just like Esau was coming in and trying to say that he is of the you know, he's the people of the Lord. So this is Matthew chapter 24. Where is it at? Okay, Matthew chapter 24 and verse 3 was basically talking about when the disciples actually came and asked Yahweh Shai when did these times will be able to come. Okay, and then so verse 4 is the point. He said, and Yahweh Shai answered and said unto them, take heed that no man deceive you. For many shall come in my name, saying, Hiya Hamashiach, and shall deceive many. Okay, with that actually proves that Esau is that one that deceives many. Because first and foremost, when you go back to Job 9:24, he covered the faces of the judges. All right, he covered up Yahweh Shai true image, and he put his image on there. All right, and I think that's proving that in Maccabees 3 and 48, something like that.
We're gonna come to that later though. We're trying to get on where you know what I'm saying, they know that we the Israelites.
Right.
You know, he said he professed that knowledge of Yahweh, so it's basically like they taunting us, like they putting us like, you know, you say you the people, you know, so and then like the next verse I'm gonna read 14. He was made to reprove our thoughts. We were made to tell Esau he's going off. Esau don't like that. Esau in rulership right now. He don't want to hear, you know, he can't go on that little boy's back, you know. He don't want to hear he can't eat a farm food. He don't want to hear he got to keep the Sabbath, you know. He don't want to hear that he can't commit adultery. Esau don't want to hear that. Esau don't want to hear that you can have multiple wives. He wants Jake to have one wife. He don't want Jake spreading his city, you know. And Esau right now, he trying to right a wrong, man. They trying to pull that the alphabet agenda. It's just, you know, that's normal, you know. And then we coming in there and that Steve like, man, that ain't normal. That's not conducive with y'all about y'all said. They ain't conducive with life.
That's an abomination compared to the scrubs.
God, and we're reproving them, we're rebuking them. Esau like, man, who is this, man? They don't like the fact that we saying we Yahshua, we the people of the Most High. The Jewish don't like that because they don't put the lie out that they are the people. So therefore, if they don't put that lie out and they don't put everybody in the whole world, they the people, and we come out and say we the people, now everybody go consider. He's the nation gonna look like, man, who is the people? And all you gotta do is a quick run down the book, a quick history lesson, and there you go. Now the devil like, now see, if you wouldn't have said nothing, I would have ruled, I'd have kept doing my little wickedness, because you done said, if they want to shut up, shut that noise up, man, quit saying that. Quit proving that.
I got to put right here. This is Ezekiel chapter 35 and 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it.
Yep.
And say unto it, thus says the Lord power, behold, Mount Seir, I am against thee. I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
Woo, that's spot on with 14. 15 too. Yeah, check it out. I'm gonna pull out 15. I said that. You pull out 15 too. He is grievous unto us, even to behold. For his life is not like other men. His ways are of another fashion.
Go ahead and
Read that here.
All right, but I think I'll go ahead and read verse 4 again too. But it's Ezekiel 35 and 2. It says, Son of man, set thy face against Mount Seir and prophesy against it. and stay unto it, thus saith the Lord power, behold, Mount Seir, I am against thee, and I will stretch out my hand against thee, and I will make thee most desolate.
See, they hate it when we talk to them. We break the scriptures down in its truest form because it goes against Esau and Edom, man. They hate when we rebuke the hell out of Esau and Edom because they're in the wrong and we're in the right. And they want to keep that perpetual lie going on. This is Amos 5 and 10. They hated him that rebuketh in the gate. They hated him that rebuketh in the gate, and they abhor him that speaketh uprightly, man. Woo. They hate us that we speaking that we're rebuking them in the gate, man. They hate that we're speaking uprightly because they hold a being, they hold existence as wickedness, man.
God, I was just about to ask, one of us got that? We got to get that.
I'm reading that 2 verses, don't go into it because it said, what he said, they hated them that rebuked in the gate, right? Right. Verse 4, it said, I would lay down cities waste, and thou shalt be a desolate, and thou shalt know that I am the Lord, Yahweh Yahushua. Verse 5, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred, hast shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity and in the time of their iniquity at the end. You got it.
I got one real quick.
Real quick, but that word perpetual hatred goes into that continual hatred against the righteous people. And they always, every year, they always had some history that basically destroyed Yasharala.
Numbers chapter 35, verse 33. So you should not pollute the land wherein you are, for blood is defiled the land, and the land cannot be cleansed of the blood that shed therein, but of the blood of him that shed it. Right, so that's how this land is going to be cleansed. Because all this is defiled by all these fucking devils, and their blood shed. When their blood is going to be shed, the Lord's going to require their blood upon this land. All right? All America is going to be destroyed. All right? Never to be inhabited again.
God, to make that point, the reason they shed out people's blood is because what? They chose righteousness. This is everyday walk, man. You can see some breaks of laws and commandments in Jake, man. And they see that, and it proves them to be wrong. Because they're wicked and they're contrary, and they don't like to see righteousness.
It's like the times of Nebuchadnezzar and stuff like that, you know what I mean? They always had these wicked kings that come on and on the scene and basically, try to separate Israel from the power from Yahweh outside. And same thing, kind of as I said, things that have been done, it's no new thing under the sun. It's different time now, but basically the same thing. And Esau being that deceiver that he is, pushing all his, those gardens upon the earth, all this massive future, removing the books, removing the names. Hey, the devil tried.
He hate to see Yasharala wake up, man. He hate to see Yasharala wake up. This is Ephesians 4 and 22. I'll probably read to 24. It says, that ye put off concerning the former conversations of the old man, which is corrupt according to the deceitful lust. Hey, man, that deceitful lust is the lust of the world that Esau pushed out of there. And Esau hate that we coming out of that old man and putting on that new man. And it says, and renew our spirit, and renew in the spirit of our minds, man. Our minds are being changed, man. We're coming out of that wicked mindset that Esau even pushes on the world. It says, verse 24, and that ye put on the new man, which after Yahweh is created in righteousness and true holiness, man. So, hey, man, Esau hate that Holy Spirit that's coming on the brothers, man. It's coming on the hopeful elect of Yasharala.
That's the whole reason why he infiltrated our churches. That's why he set up those Christian classes to the personal knowledge of the Holy Spirit.
That's the main reason why. Yeah, that's the main reason why he hated that we rebuked in the gate, because we pushing this holy conversation out and waking up brothers according to the Lord Yahweh Bashem Yahshua in his spirit.
Babylon the Great, he said churches up like that. See what Abba brought out, they fit verse 15. His ways are of another fashion. We come into our righteousness, our glory. Esau hate that. Because really, that's the coming of Yahushua. That's the kingdom coming back. That's that dreadful sound in the spirit. Like, because what's that Psalm 83? Tell you that he tried to do away with Israel, make sure the name and the remnant be no more. It's coming back. It's a comeback, man. And it's a comeback of all age. They look like, damn, we done threw trillions of dollars. We done did, like I said earlier, Willie Lynch letter. We done broke them mentally, and they still coming back. Hey, Esau go out right now. Esau like, man, what else can we do? We got just only option we got. Because I mean, no matter what we do, mentally they always come back. Spirit, because they don't understand. He's not understanding this spiritual thing. He's trying to break that connection, and he can't break it. He can't sever it. Those who will always be connected. That's why Yahusha said that those in my hand I have lost none. You know, because he did. No, even we do that, we come back in that same stage talking about how about Yahusha. Soon they heard brother on the highway ahead, man, like, hold up, man, that sounds familiar to me. You know, this way said I'll put you in remembrance. You know, you're gonna remember this.
I got another scripture right here. This is Ecclesiastica, aka Sirach, chapter 40. I'm gonna start at verse 2. And it said, their imagination of things to come in the day of death trouble their thoughts and cause fear of heart from him that sitteth on the throne of glory unto him that is humble in the earth and ashes. All right, and it says, from him that wears purple in a crown unto him that is clothed with linen and frock. Why can envy, trouble, and unquietness, fear of death, and anger strike in the time of rest upon his bed, his night sleep, you change his knowledge. All right, they talk about Esau, even his full thought, is that right here where it says they imagine things to come. So they imagine that they get ready to come to an end. And it said, from him that sit on the throne of glory, look at verse 2, it said, unto him that is humble in the earth. Okay, unto him that is humble in the earth, we're talking about he thought he was bringing that calamity on the nation of Israel, that is actually humble, the righteous. Okay, and it said, in verse 5, it said, wrath and envy and trouble and unquietness, okay, fear of death and anger and strife in the time of rest upon his bed. Okay, where that precept would go into they practice this because it's in the power of their hand. They do paraphrasing, what they talk about, and then it said that do change his knowledge. So without it's never constant. He always changes. He changes his counsel no matter what.
We're gonna keep it moving. We're gonna get to this is a good one too. This is verse 16. We are esteeming him as counterfeits. He has spread abroad ways as from filthiness. He pronounced the ends of the just to be blessed and maketh his boast that Yahweh is his father. Woo! Hey, we gotta kill that, Aki. You gotta kill that. Yeah, that's I know that's coming.
I got Revelations 2 and 9. It says, I know thy works and thy tribulations, and but thou art rich, and I know the blasphemies of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogues of Satan.
Woo! Yep. Hey,
we're going into counterfeits. You know, those who are in the land claiming to be the people. All right.
That's what back up even further that there is that IS8, that meaning that they're something alike, but they're really not. They're not just that basically goes into that counterfeit. It's something alike. They're not. You know, just like it's no different from a little girl that run around acting like a little boy, they say she's tomboy. So them calling themselves that is, you know, that goes into them that
you are alike, but you are not.
Yeah,
like
you are
niggerish,
alike,
you know, but you ain't really a nigga, but you acting like a nigga. That goes to a counterfeit.
Yeah.
Brothers like say you got a counterfeit $100 bill. That mug ain't no good.
Right.
You take it to the store, he knows the counterfeit, he ain't gonna accept it. They only want the real. That's the same way you have about Yahusha is. He doesn't accept their offerings. He don't accept them. They're counterfeits. They're not the real people. And they tell you that in their name. That's why they put that ish at the end. We don't call ourselves Jew-ish. We just say, hey, I'm a Jew. Straight up. We the real.
I'm an Israelite.
Yeah, Israelite. Man, I'm authentic.
They call themselves Israelis.
Yeah.
Exactly. Israeli. Everything is like alike, but they're not. And they tell you that in their name. All the people got to do is constantly think of that. Consider. You know? That's why I said one time people don't consider, but we do. The open elect do. Like, okay, if you ain't, who is?
And then Common Sense also tells you, and plus the scripture tell you, the Lord, the people of the Lord not going to be in the land until the house shall return. But also, if the earth is given to the hand of wicked, you know what I mean? You got to,
I think that part we talk about with Luke Isaiah 1 and 2, where it said you were not learning war no more. If the people was actually in the land of Jerusalem and Israel, it wouldn't be no more.
We got World War III about to pop out. Proving they're not the people. Don't fit the curses.
That's just simple, to the spirit, that we have learned simple things to be able to understand that this normal person can't give. You can say,
shit, we lived it.
Yeah, you
shit. If you a Jake, and you live like a J, you gonna feel that. It's gonna resonate with you. You done felt that evil from these devils. You done lived that. You know what I'm saying? You done seen your ancestors struggle. You know, the stories that my grandfather told me, the stories my grandmother told me. That's all we look at them like, you seen this devil be a devil. You know, so how you gonna come say something to me? And I'm just telling you what you told me. I'm just pulling out the truth. You told me these devils was hanging us and you couldn't go to certain places, you know? That's it. When you look like a Jake and you live like a Jake, this word it should resonate with you. It's like 2/3 crazy. Like, how could you not feel this? You know? The devil, you look at us all past, everything he showed, you know, you feel it. You know, if you have been discriminated against, called a nigger, that shows that bar word. You call bar words, they call it spicks. Like, come on now. The word, you should feel the word. You live in it. You know? These devils show you they hate you. What more do you need to see?
It's like Ali, that old video Ali said, if there was 10,000 rattlesnakes, I knew like 100, 1,000 was good. Am I gonna let them all come just because you know what I mean? He said, no, that's how they swat people. You know what I mean?
And that was just what the 60s. This is civil rights movement wasn't that long ago. They was spraying y'all with water hose, sicking dogs on you. You had to stick in the back of the bus. That was just what, 50 years ago. Damn. You know, this devil flipped you a little corn, a little cookies, and now you all, he gave me a job. Like, we destroyed Black Wall Street. Look where we at. Look what they did. Come on.
That goes to show you how much wickedness these devils could do, and then get Jake, you know, off the mindset, you know, bugged out on this or that or whatever, and completely have no history, no knowledge of, you know, what has taken place. And if they do, they're like, oh, you know, that's the past. You know, it's like
you ain't got no history. You got hella history. It's in your face. It's easy. You can stumble across it real easy. Like, they got to go back 30 years.
So they try to say that the Bible's outdated, it's old, or, you know what I mean? So that's a mindset.
Yeah, I'm going to mention Job 9:24 again, because the earth is given the hand of wickedness to cover the face. They trying to cover up all of that wickedness that they done by critical race theory. You know, by trying to teach our children that they, you know, all of those things are critical.
And to me, that's another clue though.
Yeah.
Why are you trying to cover up critical race theory?
Yeah.
That should make Jake think.
Right.
Why are you trying to cover that up? You know, and you should think, okay, if they're not the people, who are the people?
Right.
That right there should send you down what's that, Alice in Wonderland, send you down a rabbit hole to knowledge. Like, and as I said, Isaiah 1 and 3 is big, man, you gotta consider. But see, a 2/3 don't consider because they don't give a damn about your house shop. They don't care about truth. Therefore, if you don't care about truth, you ain't gonna get no damn truth.
That's why how about y'all shot with that spirit of that great delusion? He said they would love the lie more than the truth. Like,
I said, I know everybody in this truth love the truth. That's how we got it. We considered. We wondered, okay, you know. I used to say that when I was younger. I'm like, they say they, you know, I used to tell them all the time, why white people don't like them white people? They like white people to me. Yeah. You know, I used to wonder that, like, you know, American white people don't like Jewish. I'm like, and when I found out, they just don't like them. They the ones with all the money. They the same people. They keep trying. That's Amalek.
I think that the scripture is saying that they hated their own, or they do good to their own, or make you think they'll do good to you, or something like that.
Yeah, they ain't good to their own self.
Yeah, ain't good to their own self.
Yeah, I'm like, that shit hits you.
Once he ain't in trouble or something.
Yeah. You get pulled up, you gotta worry, you gonna get gunned down. Esau ain't gotta worry about that. Esau get away with everything. He can go murder somebody. And like I just did a lesson on that. He can say, yeah, I shot 38 people. Y'all murder and get right on this tractor and go home. Jake shoot a gun. They come find out where you shoot it at. Is it registered in your name? You know, you got a top ticket, man. You going down. You know, Jake can't do a damn thing. You know, Esau want to know.
I got a quick one right here, man, because it's the very next chapter, which is Revelation 3 and 9. And it said, behold, I will make them of the synagogue of David, which say they are Jews and are not, but do lie. Behold, I make them to come and worship before thy feet, and to know that I have loved you. All right, so that's going into, they're going to come down from that throne. Okay, and that word behold means watch. How about Yahshua said, watch what I do to these devils. Okay, and he said, I will make them the synagogue, which is the synagogue of the church of Satan.
And what you should have, he gonna prove that we the real people. The real judge of house are gonna show who's real. Because Esau not gonna call that out. Esau gonna lie all the way to the end. They got an agent vocab alone. That's all that damn devil do is try to, put Jake back to sleep and peel the skin off. So when Yahushua, he's the judge. He gonna prove who the real people. It ain't gonna be no if and buts. Can we do a consolation? And no, man. You gonna show that.
I want to read that part again. And I will make them to come and worship before our feet. And that's gonna prove that they're gonna be our slaves. And then to know that I have loved you, because how about y'all gonna prove that he always loved Yahshua.
Esau ain't gonna like that worshiping before our feet.
Yeah.
So one precept say, if you don't worship me, bring them here and slay them before me.
Luke 19:27. I know that's one of my favorite precepts. That's in my heart right there. And he said, he abstained from our ways and from filthiness. He pronounced the end of the just to be blessed. That's what we saying now. We about to say that the hopeful elect is blessed. That's what we saying. We saying the hopeful elect gonna win. Esau don't like that. Because if we win, he lose. So that's that precept right there. He said he abstained from our ways of filthiness. We look at Esau's ways of filthiness. That alphabet agenda, that's abomination. That's filthiness. Hell yeah, you damn right we abstained from your ways. Because your ways lead to death. Because you told Jake to sin. And then you went and, set up your church and said that, that's done, the law's done away with. What's it going to make Jake do? Sin. So now that we come back to laws and commandments, keeping our culture, because the book is our culture, now this devil like, I don't like that. Because he ain't doing wickedness. If we work with laws and commandments, we're going to avoid wickedness. Therefore, Esau can't prosper. Esau prospered off of us being in sin. So therefore, he don't like us rebuking in the gate. He don't like us pushing out the law.
And it makes sense. Like, why do you think that Jake basically spend over $1 trillion every year? They let you know, and all that money that you spending is geared towards your wickedness. And that proves that Esau is benefiting off you sinning. Buying the court, the pigs, all of that stuff like that. Those delicacies, and you buying all of that stuff.
Cigarettes?
Yeah.
No. Alcohol? No.
Clubbing, partying.
Yep. No, you profit off of that. The churches, you profit off the church. That's a $1 trillion industry.
Yeah, I think that's million.
I said trillion.
Yeah, trillion. Yeah.
$1 trillion industry. You got billionaires that teach their plantation Christianity. Yeah, we Hebrew.
Yeah.
I know.
Okay, see, look, Jake, no, he said, I don't like that. What the hell? We're pushing that vibration now. We don't want them to know they Hebrew Israelites. Right. We don't want them keeping the laws, because then they're not going to keep our way. Then my pocket's going to come up short. She might decide she want to quit smoking cigarettes. She might decide she want to quit clubbing. And then she's not going to go to a plantation Christianity church no more. Once she know the truth, she's going to get the truth for free because it was freely given. All she got to do is pay her phone bill and tune in to YouTube. And get way better edification than she ever get in a damn church.
It makes sense. You can tell they're going off because the church use the word as a business. They try to make you pay for the word. So what they do, what they preach up with say,
Freely give it, freely.
Yeah, there you go. Freely receive, freely give. And that's what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to get this word for free. You ain't supposed to go to no damn church and pay there every time. Hell, if you don't pay your tithe, the church will kick you out.
Esau done monetize the word like a true nigga. They the true niggas, man. Esau is. He monetizes everything. He even monetizes death. Yep. We just seen that.
Man, wow. Man, boy, so much money in that funeral home, boy.
I'm talking about even the C1 now scenario. Yeah, they made billions off of that.
Even that, but even when every time you see it, Jake died, they put up what a GoFundMe account for the funeral. They making money off of that. The GoFundMe. What do you think on that?
Are they medical system?
Yeah.
They don't try to heal you. They just prolong your sicknesses. Really, they make more sicknesses. You get a surgery, I know the people don't get released from that. Then they go back, this is wrong.
They got documentaries on this shit, and they own people telling on them. They saying like, hey, they're actually showing you in a documentary that they only manage your disease. They don't want to hear you. Because they'll lose money for that.
Two precepts go with that would be like Hebrews chapter 10 verse 31 is good for thinking upon their hands with power. Also was Isaiah chapter 30 and 31, where it's talking about the ones then that trust into that don't trust in the Lord, trust in man.
Jeremiah 17 and 5.
Yeah, 17 and 5.
I mean, in this one, we go to the next one. He said, he making his boast that Yahweh is his father. That's what he's saying. He's saying, Yahweh Yahushua is of us. That's our father, not theirs. He's saying he hates you. You know, therefore they mad about that. So we're going to keep it moving. Verse 17. And this is a kicker right here. We got to kill this Akim. Let us see if his words be true. And let us prove what shall happen in the end of him. That's Jacob's trouble. We're about to go in there right now. That's him trying to prove, like, okay, are they really the people of God? Are they really, you know, Yahshua like they say they is?
They don't even believe that we are Yahshua. So that's why they continue to do their evil works. So I got a quick one. This is Ecclesiastes 8 and 11. It says, because the sentence against the evil work is not executed speedily, therefore the hearts of the sons of men is fully set in their heart to do evil. And that's what they do, man. They push that, man, Yahweh can't be their father. So we've been putting all kind of hell on them and he ain't did nothing yet. So we're going to continue to keep on pushing this. But just like that precept that I just read, hey, just because it ain't sentenced expediently, hey, man, that don't mean that we're not the Lord's chosen people, man. The Lord going to come back and destroy your ass because you touched the apple of his eye.
Yeah, somebody can bring that Proverbs 18 and 10, you know, something like that. You know, basically like precepts the Lord will help his people.
I get it.
Well, it's just Proverbs 18.
Yep. But they, you know what I'm saying? The Lord's people gonna run into that strong tower and be saved, but Esau don't believe that. So Esau about to set up Jacob's trouble to test that theory. You know, he want to see, like, you know, especially the prophets. He gonna look to snap the prophets up, man. You know, you get that touch my prophets, do my prophets no harm. You know?
Proverbs chapter 18, verse 10. The name of the Lord, Yahweh Ba'al Shah, is a strong tower. The righteous runneth into it and is safe.
Or I can say it's another precept. He privily shoots at those with arrows, you know, or attacks the poor. And that's Esau talking about, you know, let's see if they are people, you know. Let's see, he privily shoots at the poor. I think that's somewhere in Psalm, you know. Yeah, he privily shoots his arrows at the poor. Or he lies in wait as a roaring lion to catch him in the gate. Another precept like that. You know, that's Esau, man. Esau want to see if we the people or not, man. Because like I said earlier, he been doing all this, you know, treachery to the people of the Most High. He ain't got no judgment yet. So now he's looking like they about to pull out the ultimate, you know. They about to look to tag our people, you know. Like, let me go ahead and tag them. And then let me see if I'm going to be able to tag them and see, you know, if there's a God. Because Esau wants you to believe that he's God. You know, he wants to completely shut out that there's a higher power. He wants to look to him as he's the higher power. You know, so it's really like a thing. He trying to look at the prophets, the words we say like Yahweh Shah about to get you. He like, let's see. You know,
they actually did that to Yahweh Shah, man. On his death, man. Shit, Jake did that, but mainly Esau Edom did that too. They mocked the Lord and said, man, if you don't come down, that was Jake and Esau Edom.
They said you the king of Israel, and they said if you are that, bring a legion of angels. Or if you really the man of the Lord, so come down off that cross.
So they're gonna do that to us in these days right now. That's what that scripture is saying, because they actually doing that right now.
And they actually, I was just thinking about how they actually robbed Jerry. They robbed him just give up Yahweh Shah with location. But I got that song, in Psalm chapter 64, in verse 2. And it says, hide me from the secret counsel of the wicked, from the insurrection of the workers of iniquity. Verse 3, who whet their tongues like a sword and bend their bows to shoot their arrows, even with bitter words, that they may shoot in secret at the purpose, and suddenly do they shoot at him and fear not. And they fear not. And verse 5, it said, they encourage them, tell in evil matters, they commune of laying snares privately, they say, who shall see them? They search out iniquity, they accomplish a diligent search through the inward thought of every one of them, and their heart is deep. All right? And they deep enough, they actually plan so deep that they actually got a plan that they did 300 years ago that still affects us to this day. Their heart is so deep, meaning their mind is so deep on how they trying to continue to bring it out to all of them. All right, the part where it says, who went their tongues like a sword that goes into their law, okay, that goes into their media, all right?
Like I said, fear not.
Yeah.
Because they do what they do and they don't care what they do. They feel like, man, they ain't the people. I've been doing this to them. We did really this to them. You know, I done hung them, flew up their Wall Street, you know.
I got a quick one. This is Luke 23 and 35. And it says that the people stood beholding him, and the rulers also with them berating him. That means the people, which was the 2/3, and the rulers, which was Esau Edom at that time, and they was berating him, man, talking shit. They're acting them all up and saying, "He saved others, let him save himself. If he be the son of Yahweh, if he be the son of Yahweh, the chosen of Yahweh." And the soldiers also mocked him, which goes into the Roman soldiers, which Esau Edom. That's what the precept is pretty much saying. If we be the sons of Yahweh, let Yahweh do something to us. It says, mocked him. It says, coming to him and offering him vinegar, which in older books said they offered him piss, man. They on the cross gave him piss. I'm not drink this shit. Verse 37. It says, and saying, if thou be the king of the Jews, save thyself. And that's what these damn devils is trying to do right now. That's what that precept is saying. They did that to Yahweh Shah. And what's another precept that said, if they hated him, they also gonna hate you. That's all it is, coming back around in full circle. And this time, Yahweh Shah ain't here. They do that to us, the sons of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua.
Mocking us. You know, that's perfect. That's spot on precept, spot on. You know, and it's gonna go into 18. I'm gonna keep it moving on verse 18. For the just man be the son of Yahweh, he will help him and deliver him from the hand of his enemy.
Go straight along. That precept goes straight along with it. I had that precept for both 17 and 18.
I want to read that. What you remember? This precept that you quoted. Hold on. What did Matthew St. John chapter 15 and 20?
You could have got that. That fit that Proverbs 18 and 10, man. But we're gonna call on the name. How about y'all shall run to the top and be safe? That's what Esau looking at. He said, okay, if you is the hopeful elect, if you is an Israelite, you know, let's see if you're gonna stop me from my military. Let's see when I put these troops at your door. Let's see if you're gonna stop that. You know, what happens when I send the drone to shoot this hellfire missile at your house? Let's see if y'all about to gonna correct you then. See what's gonna blow these devil minds. When Jacob trouble hit, all our works, you know that if we a part of that precious elk, you know, Lord willing, you know, your house at church gonna show up. Like I just did videos, man. It was a Northern tribe. Issachar looking at the video, the church showing up. He was going crazy. Looking out. The military coming in. So Esau now, he used to boast like that, but now he's starting to see like, oh shit, you know, it is something coming for them, man. Like, yeah. So Esau starting to like now he's starting to curl up. Now he's starting to get worried. Like, you know, maybe they is. So that's why he coming with a strong onslaught. That's why he coming with them satellite weapons, direct energy weapons. He gonna come with that stuff you see in sci-fi movies. He don't come with that just normal stuff. Now you see like, man, hey, these people probably is them people. And I'm kind of scared. That's why they in their bunkers. They in their bunkers for a reason.
In Revelation chapter 11, says great fear fell upon them with Saul, you know. They got Brad entered back into Israel. You know, wisdom chapter 5, verse 1. Standing great boldness before those that are afflicted, show no account for their labor. You know?
I'm gonna keep pushing. This kind of 19 gonna fit it too. Let us examine him with spitefulness and torture, that we may know his meekness and prove his patience.
This is Revelation 2 and 10. Fear none of these things which shall thou suffer. Behold, the devil shall cast some of you into prisons, that ye may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give you a crown of life, man. Hey, man, Esau Edom gonna try it. Read that again. Read that verse 19 again, bro.
Let us examine him with spitefulness and torture.
Hey, Esau Edom is gonna torture us, man. He's gonna torture 2/3, and even some of the hopeful elect. That's why the Lord said, "Be patient unto death, man." And what's the reward for that? That's the crown of life, man. Everlasting life, eternal life. Beating Esau with a rod of iron, man.
And I like how you said that, because it said at the end, it said improve his patience. Yeah. They're gonna test our patience. See, you know, are you really that? We patiently waiting on the Lord. You know, waiting on Yahweh Shah to knock this dude off. He said that we may know his meekness. So they want to see if we got righteousness. You know, Esau don't believe fat men grease. So you know he like a scientist. He got to test a theory. He got to do it. That's why we the control group. We the group he got to experiment with. Like let's see if they really got that spiritual power they've been talking about. I heard on YouTube.
Let me read verse 11. It said, He that hears, and he that haveth the ear, let him hear what the Spirit saith unto the churches. And we're the churches, the real churches. It says, He that overcometh shall not be hurt of the second death, man. So we gotta embrace that damn torture, man. We gotta embrace all that Esau Edom is gonna throw at us, man. But we ultimately gotta have Yahweh Bashir Shah. And that day Esau probably could try to do anything to us anyway, and it probably won't even hurt because we have this truth, man. We just gotta stand rooted and grounded in his faith.
Because when they say the torture us, that's what they're gonna try you. It might put you in like an electrical chair, turn what they call it, electro execution. Turn the chakra on. What they call that waterboarding. You turn you upside down, put a water thing, a child in your mouth. Yep.
Sometimes they use gasoline, huh?
Yep, they might do gasoline. They really don't need that. They're gonna use gasoline. Now think about it, because they're gonna be mad, They say they're gonna try us. That's to do us some torture, man. They want to prove, are you really them people? Are you really, the people that have about y'all shot? I want to know.
John chapter 15, I'm going to start at verse 18, going back to the Akadar you mentioned earlier. And it said, if the world hate you, he knows that it hated me before it hated you. If ye were of the world would love his own. But because ye are not of the world, because I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hated you. Remember the word that I had said unto you, the servant is not greater than the Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will also persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. But all these things will they do unto you for my name's sake, because they know not him that sent me. All right. And in verse 22, it said, and if I had not come and spoken unto them, they had not sinned, but now they have no cloak for their sin. Okay, so they have no cloak. They done all this wickedness, so basically they're gonna be destroying that without remedy. They also go to the 2 thirds as well too. The man is all evil.
I like you should brought up this point. They're gonna do this unto you, they did it to me. Because they say they hate your house, they go with the precept of Darbar. If they hate your house, they're gonna hate his children, which is us. You know what I'm saying? That's why he has the perpetual hatred. Esau knows we are the children of the Most High. He knows we're the children of Yahweh Shah. Therefore, that's why y'all trying to get rid of us. He know our birthright. He been trying to stymie that with his birthright with the sword. But he knows that his latter end, he's not going to be successful. That's why he hates that we boast that the hope we make are blessed. He hates we say that. He don't want to take to know he's blessed, man. That's what they say. He try to ruin Jake's confidence. Hope we make him be confident and take the trouble. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, and he want to take that away, man. If you ain't got confidence, even if you got all the skills, you ain't gonna be worth nothing. If your confidence ain't there, and say if you ain't got a good skills, if you got confidence, you might overcome your skill set just because you got heart. You got your confidence up, man. Your power is. So I'm gonna keep on pushing. And this is going with you put out too, Kadar. This is verse 20. Let us condemn him with a shameful death, but by his own saying he shall be respected. So that's how they did that shameful death to your house. They're looking to do us the same way. And look, you think when they did the lynching, that's a shameful death. That's why they stripped Jake naked.
That's why they did all those weird tortures, like they had to cut Jake's dick off or penis off and put it in his mouth, or burn you, or eat under your body, or like butt break you or something. That's that wickedness of Esau Edom, man. That shameful death.
Then that Woody Lynch letter, they tarred and feathered the biggest Jake, then tied his legs to eat different horses, and used the horse to split his body apart, man. That's a very torturous death, And I'm like, what was the feather and tarring them for? They was to put it shamefully. They was, spit on his image.
Hey, these damn devils is still selling clothes. They got clothes that's worth a lot of money. This leather made from human bodies of the slavery days.
And they got a fucking Edomite wearing them clothes in the picture.
And you see their pictures of faces and all that. They'll turn you into wagon grease, man, and cooking grease. That's the wickedness and evilness of them damn devils.
Yep, your nutsack as a coin purse, the women's breast, they use that as a purse as well. But that's just wickedness like on a high level, man. And that's like I said, and they did it on a public display, like I said, picnics. That's a shame with that. You know, put you on display, make everybody watch. You know, I'm about to beat this dude to death. You know, and I'm about to make the whole plantation watch, so that they all be scared. The women be scared. Make the son scared. So you know he'll never, buck up to me or like I said, butt break you. Man, that's very shameful. You know, it don't get no worse than that, man.
You could have that in that Willie Lynch letter. We looked to break the nigga male image right there. That's what they did.
Yup, in a shameful way. And they did our Lord Savior like that, man. They did him the most shameful way, like I said. They gave him a piss to drink.
Yeah.
Put a crown of thorns on his head. Bopped him.
Before they hung him on the floor.
Spit on him, pissed on him, made him carry his own cross.
Stabbed him in the side with a spear.
Put some thorns around his head. Had him bleeding. He could barely see.
And there's probably more horrific things they did to him that's not even in the scripture.
Right.
No, they said his face more messed up than like any man's face ever, man. So it was like worse than Emmett Till, man. You know, they completely messed the image up. So everything that we looking, they did take slavery. They also did that to our Lord and Savior, man. That's why he's coming angry. That's why he's coming mad at these devils, man. They got hell to pay.
I'm not going to meet you as a man. I'm going to angelic force, man.
So check it out. We're going to keep it moving. This is verse 21. Such things they did imagine and were deceived, for their own wickedness have blinded them.
I got a quick one. This is Job 20 and 23. It says, when he is about to fill his belly, Yahweh shall cast fury of his wrath upon them and shall rain it upon them while they're eating, man. So when they think they're almost there, they we got this in the bag. The Lord gonna come and destroy their ass, man, at a horrific level. It's gonna take away all their little confidence and things that they had. Yeah, we beat them, man. The Lord must not have been their father. We beat God. The Lord coming for us, man. That's why he said we're the apple of his eye. He said if you steal a man in the law, it's a punishment for that. Y'all stole us, and we still found in your possession to this day, man.
Called red hand.
I got a quick
No, living, breathing evidence.
This is James chapter 5 and 1. And it said, Go to now, ye rich man, weep and howl, for your misery shall come upon you. Your riches are corrupted, and your garments are poverty. Your gold and silver is cancer, and the rest of them shall be as witness against you. Shall eat your flesh as it were fire, and ye shall heap treasure together for the last day.
Obadiah 1 and 3.
Yeah.
The pride of thy heart deceived thee.
I was about to ask you.
Though that thou dwellest in the cleft of the rock, which is our habitation, is high. That saith the Lord, thou saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? This is a question mark right there, man. And I'm gonna answer that question for you. Yahweh Shai gonna bring you down to the ground. He's already starting to knock you off that high mountain right now. You're already starting your decline, your slip and fall. We're seeing you reach for everything on your way down.
That's the spirit that I was about to ask for that. I was like, man, we got to get this part of the heart to see with it. I was like, we got to have that.
I got one real quick. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 8. And then to that wicked be revealed, whom the Lord, Abba shall consume with the spirit of his mouth. I ain't seen that, some of the other folks on that, like my brothers, with the spirit. Hey, this word is the spirit. It's consuming these devils. It said, and shall destroy with the brightness of his coming.
And that consumed with the spirit of the mouth. We're talking about that fire right there. When we go, as we go, read it again, because he said, and it shall eat your flesh as if it were fire. The spirit of his mouth. Y'all about to destroy you.
I like the Empire said, for their own wickedness have blinded them. Everything they did, they set their own selves up.
Right.
They put their own selves in the trick bag. Like I said earlier, you touched the apple of your house. Nobody told you to do that. You did that on your own.
Pride.
You set yourself up.
You see that we was better? Shit, we wanted to copy. That was pride. The pride of thy heart deceived thee.
And then somebody got to get that who roll up a stone, the stones will roll back on them.
Yeah.
You know, you did it to yourself, man. Nobody told you to go do your house shot like that, or Jewish people like that.
He that diggeth the ditch shall fall therein.
Found another one. Yup. Yeah, that's perfect, man. Because he said himself, he had his own trick back, his own making. And then he's going to be destroyed by some of his own making. Them thermonuclear missiles, you made that for your own destruction. That's for you. Esau?
He that blew up the coals in the fire.
You know what I'm saying?
I got this precept that the oxygen for God just mentioned. This is Proverbs 26 and 27. Whoso diggeth a pit shall fall therein, and he that rolleth a stone, and it will return upon him.
That's for all of them, man. That's their own wickedness.
That's both of y'all.
Yeah, that wickedness blinded them, man. Like they all like they thought, and they riches. Like you got that priest earlier, James want to buy your riches. That testify against you. That show you the wicked, man. Like I said earlier, all your statues you trying to like do away with now, it's too late. You know, that's your wickedness right there. You know, hey, so you done boasted. That's it. How you gonna say critical race theory? That was taught when we was in school, no problem.
Right.
Now it's taught it's a problem.
Now it's taught that it ain't even true. It's a theory.
God.
And they trying to get rid of that theory. They're like, yeah.
Did y'all get that? Job 20 verse 15. Job 20 verse 15. He has swallowed down riches, and he shall vomit them up again. The Most High shall cast them out of his belly.
That's how
We're gonna talk about all these riches right there. That's what's gonna make it. But really, if you think about all these riches, he's been coughed up right now. Because you can $1 today is not even worth as what it used to be. We don't have to tell $1,000. That dollar is not even backed by nothing. Okay? Yeah.
But they first, they carry what they 5-3, they still the country economy done.
Yep.
You know? And everything they got, they really stole. That's what they riches got by deceit. By the kingdom translate from one people to another. So they ain't like the verse said, I brought out, they got to cough it up. Y'all still gonna put it in our hands. Just like we came out of ancient Egypt. Our people came out with the riches of Egypt. That's why they made a golden calf. You know?
Job chapter 27, verse 13. So this is the portion of the wicked man with the Most High, and the heritage of oppressors, which they shall receive of the Almighty. It's the portion said, if his children be multiplied, it is for the sword. If his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread, it said, and his offspring shall not be satisfied with bread. Those that remaineth of him shall be buried in death, and his widows shall not weep. Though he heap up silver as the dust, and prepare raiment as the clay, he may prepare it, but the just shall pull it on, and the innocent shall divide the silver. Going to the riches as well, you know what I'm saying? The riches translated, you know, riches got by the sea, translated from one king to the next. Another paraphrasing that.
I got another question right here. It's Isaiah 14 and 21, and it said, prepare a slaughter for his children, for the iniquity of their fathers, that they do not rise, nor possess the land, nor fill the face of the world with cities.
Yeah, that's why the Lord Howard Shah said he's going to cut off father, son, and nephew of them damn devils, so there's going to be no more remembrance of them.
Okay, so we're going to keep it moving. Verse 22. As for the mysteries of Yahweh, they know them not. Neither hope they for the wages of righteousness, nor discern the reward for the blameless soul. So they basically talking about, hey, Esau cast the book of the law behind him. You know, he didn't care for the mysteries of Yahweh. You know, he didn't care for that.
And that fool, why he cast it by giving up his birthright right there. That fool
Yep,
right there.
He lost it right then.
I got something for that. 1 Corinthians chapter 2, verse 14, but the natural man receives not the things of the Spirit of Most High, for they are foolishness unto him, neither can he know them because they are spiritually discerned.
And nothing spiritual about Esau. He's totally carnal. Everything about him is carnal. Feed his flesh. You know, he looks for everything that's worldly. Anything spiritual, he stops at it. Unless it's on the left-hand side, some old Luciferian. And even when I look at Luciferian and Satan worship, they're still carnal. It's all about the body, cutting into the flesh, all kinds of crazy sex ritual acts. Even that's carnal. Like, really, it ain't too much nothing spiritual about Satanism.
And this is how you know that they're trying to grab control, because they're trying to get to the children first. So they're trying to keep that in the kids, you know, in the after-school program now.
Trying to get rid of the mysteries of Yahweh. When you break down the mysteries of the kingdom, Esau don't want that going out, because it's rebuking him, because it's contrary to everything he put out. Everything he put out is earthly and worldly and fleshly and carnal. You know?
And that's another reason why he allowed, because at first he allowed the women to work. Because that's back in World War II, all the women had to go to work. He allowed that because he wanted, for first, he wanted to attack more people, and he wanted control of the kids. Okay, so that's why a lot of kids are in school so they can further indoctrinate.
That's why Esau Edom pushes his new world order, man. He don't knows the mysteries of Yahweh Bashem Al Shah and the ends of his work. So that's why he's trying to push that new world order so he can like keep his rule going. I got a quick one. It's in Revelation 10:7. It says, "But in the days of the voice of the seventh angel, when he shall begin to sound, the mysteries of Yahweh shall be finished, and the mysteries of Yahweh is the destruction of this place." And that's why Esau Edom don't know the mysteries of Yahweh. That's why he's trying to push his new world order, man. And that's not going to work. He don't know that. He don't know that he's going to be destroyed. Or the higher ups do. That's why they kind of pushing that. But the average Edomite don't. That's why last camp he was like, somebody gonna knock out Putin and we're gonna continue forever. No, that ain't the mysteries of Yahweh. The mysteries of Yahweh by Shemi Al-Shai, this place is gonna be destroyed and rooted in righteousness. And reading on in this verse, finishing it out, it says the mysteries of Yahweh shall be finished, as he hath declared to his servants the prophets. And that's why the scripture said he giving his secrets into the servants of prophets, man. So the prophets knows the mysteries of Yahweh Bashem Yahshua. Esau Edom don't, man.
They want to make sure you don't. If he ain't got it, you want to make sure you ain't got it. You really don't want no righteousness. That's why it says, neither hope they for the wages of righteousness. We have hope. Hope goes in the faith. Esau ain't got no faith. Everything about Esau is visible, tangible, and then because he can't spiritually discern nothing, he want to make sure you can't spiritually discern nothing.
All of this carnal humanity is what Esau is.
Yep.
It's not spirit.
And since he's a base man, he wants you to be a base man. It's the third part. They follow, they be base man. You know, they're base. You know, but the hope we elect, we're contrary to Esau Edom, man. We put on that spiritual armor. Therefore, he don't like that because it proves that his works are foolishness and it's very low level, man.
That's why we said concerning the war for the righteous, they're going into how about y'all made the world for our sake. He can't learn it. He can't understand.
He don't like that. He wanted to be his world. He want to rule forever, man. That's why he don't like that the gospel coming out. Good news is bad news to him. Right? Good news for us, bad news for him. And he said the certain reward for the blame of the soul. That's one of the hopeful elect, because the hopeful elect are going to be blamed for the throne of Yahushua. You know? But they're going to have that faith and they're going to have that work. You know?
Starting with the 144, man.
So, and then like Yahushua going to gather them up. They're the prophet to him, man. He's going to establish us to rule, not Esau, man. And then Esau, look, we ain't ruling to Esau going to have to do the law, statutes, commandments. That's going to be grievous to him. That's contrary to his nature. You know, I got to eat clean food. I can't put that dog over there. Yeah. That's gonna make him itch like a crackhead. He can't do no wickedness. And if he do some wickedness, that's when that rod of iron comes.
And that's not just me talking. That was a precept. He said I would not send him to sit at the dogs in my flock or something like that.
Look at Job, I think. That's a Job. You're God. Hey, it's hey. She probably watching right now, man. It's an aqua. Me and her, we got it's an eat him out of our job. That's his nickname. Because he look like he do animals. He call me, she like, man, here come dog fucker. Here he come. You know what I'm saying? That's what we call it, because he look like he do that. He real word, he built word, and he just look like, man, he hit some barn animals, man. And Esau do that. His whole nature is off. Like he a real wicked Edomite, man. His nickname is dog fucker. That's spiritual right there. But that's gonna itch Esau. Like I can't do some wickedness. I can't get in that little boy right there. You know what I'm saying? I can't
drink blood no more?
Yeah, I can't eat my steak. If my steak is cooked all the way, God damn, I can't eat that. Hey, we're going to knock his teeth out like this ass. Man, we're going to eat that well done steak. Eat that, man.
Choked on that bitch.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? You're going to eat that lamb on Passover, goddammit. You know? And that's going to hurt Esau. I got to do the Sabbath. What?
Shit, Esau going to love the Sabbath. That's going to be the only day of rest.
God. Hey, that's crazy. He don't love the Sabbath now, but he going to love it in the kingdom. You know what I'm saying? You gonna get some relief then, you know. But hey, God, I'm straight on that. That's it, hey, that's great. Everything gonna be like flip flop. Hey, how's that gonna turn the earth right side up? Everything is off right now. You gonna keep it moving. This verse 23. For Yahweh created man to be immortal, and man to be an image of his own eternity. And that goes to 144,000. Hopefully, late.
that's 31 and 33, and then Hebrews 8.
Yep.
Also goes all the way back to the book of Genesis, man, because we were supposed to be immortals, man. We were supposed to rule this paradise of an earth. But like, hey, follow what's that precept said? Through the wonder we all die, and we fell out.
Right.
The one became beginning of sin, and we heard we all die.
Yeah.
And that goes all the way back to Genesis, man. We're supposed to be rulers of this earth, man, of this paradise. We were supposed to. The Lord made Adam in the image of Himself, man.
You go to the garden and have dominion.
Second Ezra chapter 9, verse 13. But therefore be thou not curious how the ungodly shall be punished, and when, but inquire how the righteous shall be saved, whose the world is, and for whom the world is created.
That's my spirit right there. That's why I don't give a damn about the 2/3. I don't give a damn about the evil. I'm not concerned with who's about to be destroyed. I'm only concerned with the hope of elect. We do this for the hope of elect. The truth, man. And I'm at the point where I only deal with the hope of elect mostly. I don't even like talking to the 2/3 or even dealing with them in my off time. It's like I'm in that spirit a lot. They talk, it vexes me, man. I'm like, God damn, you stupid. Why are you talking about this, man? And y'all shot about to come.
You gotta dumb yourself down in this world, man, just to make it through.
When you at the job,
Yeah, man.
when I'm at the plantation.
Got another one. Second Ezra chapter 4, start verse 26. And this is Ezra, speaking with the angel Uriel. I said, then answered he me, Uriel to Ezra, and said, the more thou searchest, the more thou shalt marvel, for the world hasteth fast to pass away, and cannot comprehend the things that are promised to the righteous in time to come. For this world is full of unrighteousness and infirmities, but as concerning the things whereof thou askest me, I will tell thee, for the evil was sown, but the destruction thereof is not yet come. And therefore, that which is sown be not turned upside down, and if that place where the evil was sown pass not away, then cannot it come that is sown for good. So, hey, in that stead of the hopeful leg, hey, we're going to, Lord willing, able to endure to the end, and wait for that destruction to take place, all right, and the evil that is sown to pass away,
Yeah, like the president said, man, he created us to be immortal. The kingdom of heaven is going to be forever. It's going to be established forever, because after that, Israel going to live forever. That 44,000 is going to be immortal. They're going to have that new body that's not going to decay. It's not going to rust. It's not going to, it's like, the way to sin is death. You know what I'm saying? We born down in the flesh, man, our body dies every day. We get them new bodies, them bodies going to regenerate, man. They're not going to die. Therefore, then that precept going to hit, man. We're going to be immortality. We're going to be immortal. That's the kingdom of heaven.
What that precept say, though, I got it right here, 2 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 16, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day.
And that's going to be complete when the kingdom of heaven comes to get the new bodies. We're going to be like Adam was before he failed. That's perfection. We get the new body, it's going to be perfect, man. We're going to keep the laws. We ain't going to offend no more. The laws going to be on our inward parts. It's going to be our little ones' inward parts. We're not going to offend no more. Therefore, we're never going to go off. And the kingdom of heaven is going to be perpetual. It's going to be forever.
I want to say, Dr. Gregory was talking about, you don't have to go to every man, every neighbor, every neighbor should know the Lord.
It's going to be on your inward part. That's what I quoted. Hebrews 8:10 and then Jeremiah 33. Keep it moving. It's the last one. And it's verse 24. Nevertheless, through envy of the devil came death into the world, and they that do hold of his side go find it.
Like the Genesis, man, the envy of the devil, man. He was envious of the righteous way. That's why he tricked Eve into, getting Adam to go off. And that was the whole thing. That's where death come into play.
Cain and Abel, and Esau and Jacob. Esau hated the blessing that he blessed Jacob with.
I got two precepts. They back it up in prayer. This is Revelation chapter 6, verse 4, and it said, And there went out another horse that was red, and power was given to him that sat thereon to take peace from the earth, that they should kill one another, and there were given unto him a great sword. All right, and jumping down to verse 8, and it says, and I looked, and behold, a pale horse, and his name that sat on him was Death, and hell followed with him, and power was given unto him over the fourth part of the earth, to kill with the sword, and with hunger, and with death, and with the beasts of the earth.
We better be in them times. If we get sorrow, Jacob trouble, what the whole second Ezra chapter 15 and 16, you know, famine, death, destruction, plague. And the only way out is, you know, the Alba Shah.
And that all proves the envy of the devil right there. That's what I'm saying.
The envy of the devil. So Esau, man, that's why Esau do everything he do, man. He's jealous. He's jealous of that blessing he got, the birthright. You know, he do everything to get the birthright back. That's why the MOTV about to roll out.
You envious of the devil, and you following after him, doing his ways, just like the last verse of that chapter said. You sure is gonna find it, and then what you gonna find is death, man.
And that showed that Esau and death is synonymous. He is death. You know what I'm saying? His ways are death. And to prove that, look at the LGBT agenda. That's death. If everybody adopts that lifestyle, that's the end. That's
the food industry,
GMO,
GMO, him putting the drugs in the community, the guns, all of that represent death. He's the ownership of all of that.
Chemtrails,
Exactly.
poison in the water.
And really think about it. Who own all the gun stores?
Esau.
Who own all the prison systems?
Esau. You got to protect their own private businesses too. Michael Jordan.
Yeah.
Michael Jordan own prison.
Yeah, I would say he got stocks in him. You know, it makes sense because he was going in with these.
That's why he gonna get that.
Man.
He gonna get it, man. And like you look at the older days, they already done got it. That's that Oprah, Jay-Z, Jordan, they all next, man. They made a covenant with that heathen. That's why I look at things now like, y'all need to look at what went down in the old and like see the new path, man. You need to be on this righteous path. All that other stuff is for the birds. Rap contracts, football, basketball contracts. The ways of this earth is about to pass away.
Yeah, I mean, he's been
So the ways of Esau, you shouldn't be seeking out there, man. You need to be seeking his righteousness, man. You don't know hopefully they gonna do. That's how I got to tell you the spirit already. Like they seeking after this world, and there's no traces of any little questionable or they ain't not questioning. They just going right along with it. Like one ox said, it's like the Joshua ox from the comic book. He said a dead fish goes with the flow.
Hey,
You know, perfect analogy.
Yep, and it does. That's literal and yeah.
Yeah, they ain't swimming.
Hey, that's comment and precept. He that wander out of the way of understanding shall remain in the congregation of the dead. I got another quick one right here. This is Revelation 12 and 9, and it says, the great dragon was cast out, that old serpent called the devil and Satan, which deceived the whole world, and he was cast out into the earth, and his angels were cast out with him.
So that's the end right there. You got to be cast out of rulership, cast out of power, and they're going to go into that of a servitude, of a servant, man. And then after a while, the 1,000 years, build up the kingdom of heaven, they're going to be done away with. They're the son of perdition. They're going to go extinct. They're going to go the way of the dinosaurs. No more of them. So in a minute, we ain't going to look out here and see Edomites in a minute. You're going to see nothing but Yahshua. Nothing but that. And that right there, hey, that's good news to me, man. I hate going to the plantation after looking at it and talking to them damn devils. Like, I got to talk to this goddamn Edomite, man.
I could be standing next to them while they sweat their ass off, kind of like a damn dog.
I get away. I only stand close to them. That's why this little job I do, I get to move around, man. But I do have to, be fortunate. I do got to talk to them. And just little conversation you get from them, just be like, man, like that old dog fucker. This conversation tell something ain't right with you.
Next to the spirit.
Yeah, I ain't even talking to him. Like, man, you a special type of wicked, man. You done did some messed up stuff, man. And like, we just saying it wasn't on our level. Imagine like Elon Musk or Bill Gates. Like, you had to sit there and talk to them, man. And then the wickedness gonna come out their mouth. They're gonna beg you to the core, man. Them devils at a grocery out with some of the stuff they say they done did. They would look at you like, you don't think that's great?
Yeah, back on the Epstein Island, we get a
Car, man. What the hell? I can't eat the dad. I think what he done told me he done did to another man. I'm some little boy.
what is it, like that movie, the Fight Club, you know, that's the motto they have for the Illuminati. Is like, you know, the first rule of Fight Club, you don't talk about it. Hey,
God.
ask these devils, they just set up their little Illuminati club. Hey,
I wouldn't want to join it. That's why the Jake that's in it, you know, you tell they guilty, man. Because before I went into a lesson on that. I was like, I can't do it, man. I
yeah,
just
they all sold out, fake ass, phony, weak motherfuckers at the end of the day. They're lacking spirit. All right? They like I say, the carnal mind leads to death. They ain't that carnal mind. They don't have no faith in Yahweh outside, so that's why they sell to these fucking devils. They become hypocrites.
They want bad. And bad for a So, that being said, hey, we gonna be edifying. Hey, we want to give our praises too. The hour, by shift, the hour shot, by shift, by God. Ball, baby.
Soon.
Keep your faith, y'all. We're gonna survive here.
So Lamar.